What is up, guys? This is Crown showcasing my build in Path of Exile 0.5, Path of Exile 2, Eldur League. As you can see, I am level 80. I've got pretty good defenses. Armor is like 66%, and I've got where is it? Armor applied to elemental damage, more than 100%. So there's a few ways to scale some defenses this league, and I find armor is pretty good. And then we just have a pretty good life pool. We've got good regen as well. That's thanks to the new Ascendancy node from Gemling, and that's this one, Virtuous Barrier. Virtuous Barrier is a skill, a persistent skill, doesn't reserve any spirit, we just get it naturally, and it gives us some bonuses based on the modes we have. So we can get strength, dexterity, and intelligence modes. So at the moment, with these bonuses, so you get a random mode popping up every 1.58 seconds, and every time you get hit, you lose a mode. So it's pretty easy to keep up. These ones each give different bonuses. So I have 35% increased life and mana regen, 22% increased maximum life, and I have 55% increased evasion, armor, and energy shield. So that is pretty insane defensive wise. So that's why we're at 2.8k life even at level 80 with pretty medium gear. And damage wise, we're scaling a few things. We're playing around with advanced thaumaturgy, which is very nice. This gives us additional quality, gives additional effects to gems. So there's so many good ones. We have so many things to play around with. Explosive grenade fires 2 extra projectiles. This is bugged. It's only giving us 1, but it's still an extra damage multiplier. Mortar cannon, extra 1 totem. That's insane. Extra totem. Just without scaling anything, we get extra totem. Things like elemental weakness, faster curse activation, which feels nice. There's oil grenade, which gives us additional exposure, lowering elemental resistances, and we can scale this with exposure effect to give us more damage. So you can see I'm scaling exposure effect. So there's a lot of ways to scale damage. I am going with the classic grenade setup. There's a few things I mixed and matched, and I spec'd out of this node. Even though it gives us an extra projectile, it feels off. There's a delay when you try to shoot your grenades. It doesn't feel right. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's say I skip this node. I take this node. So you see, it's in there for a bit, and then it explodes. You can play around this. It's barely noticeable. You can play around this, but I'll show you what it looks like without this. So this one gives us an extra projectile. So it is a bit more damage, but you can see this. It's instant. It's instant. It feels so nice. It clears faster. And alongside that, single target, we can melt bosses with the build in 1 rotation. Because I am running Rage with Eternal Rage. This gives us more damage per Rage stack. And I'm also running in my 6th link Rage Forged. So that's 35% more damage. It's not shown in the tooltip because this doesn't... So you can see it doesn't show, it doesn't reflect. Close combat as well doesn't show. It's like a 30% more multiplier if you're closer to enemies. And I'm not running any AoE. No AoE here. We can run AoE if we find that our AoE is like sort of diminished with mods in the map and stuff, but I've got enough AoE in the tree. AoE here. I've got AoE here. So enough AoE in the tree, so we don't need any more AoE. We're running generic damage here, 200 damage. We're running cooldown. Cooldown here, cooldown here, cooldown here, and cooldown here. So with all the cooldown I have, 1.89. I can get even further cooldown reduction. I can take this node, which brings it down even further, but it doesn't feel nice. Again, you don't need that much. I'll show you in the mapping setup, but you don't need that much. This feels good already. This is good enough. In bossing, if it's a rare that's difficult to kill, no, I am running just single target. I'm not even running explosive shot. I can, but I don't actually need this skill. This is just, I don't know, it's just for filler. We just drop our mortars. This will drop cluster grenade setup, which will clear the screen. So this is very useful in sort of trials. If you're doing trials and packs of mobs, it clears everything really nicely. And we have like blind effect as well, so enemies are blinded. And then we just drop grenades. Mana wise, even though we're at level 22, we're not spending as much. That's because we have a plenty of mana regen. You can see mana regen pretty quickly. But we also have this Ascendancy node, gem studded. So it says for each color of socketed support gem that is most numerous, gain these bonuses. So skills have 30% less cost. That is insane. 30% less cost if I have blue as the most number of support gems. The trick is you can balance out your support gems. I have 12, 12, 12, which means we get all the bonuses. Each one. Red means we don't have to worry about crit damage bonus maps. Green is 40% less movement speed penalty. So we get all the bonuses. So my last Ascendancy point, I'll probably take either integrate efficiency or +2 to the gems. It's extra damage. We can also take resistance, I guess, which is nice, but don't really find that useful. So this one I think would be probably the most preferred one because it also gives quality of skills. And quality can scale our virtuous barrier. The other thing with the setup is I am running this tree here, this cluster here for the resistances. We're sitting at pretty good resistance at the moment. I will eventually swap out. This one's more for utility, move speed, and hinder avoidance. I am running a lot of mana because I was thinking initially of running Mind over Matter setup, but eventually I will swap to a Spell Totem setup. So I've got my Spell Totem build ready, up and ready and running once I've crafted all my pieces of gear. So I've crafted these two pieces already, which is like a Spell Totem mana setup. And I've got most of my gear has int and mana, int and mana, int and mana on most pieces of gear. So once I make the transition, so I'm trying to craft a few things here. Look, mana, cast speed, mana. So all these are like, the way I craft is, I'll show you guys in a different video. I find, boop. Hell is boop? I'll showcase how I craft. So I just get 2 mods to a magic item, and then I use my essences to craft, which is pretty easy. And let's see. Have I showcased the build in the maps yet? I'm not sure, but I'll showcase the build in the maps soon. So we will do a tier 9. Let's see. I am progressing towards 3 additional map bosses. Now let's do this one. It's got 3 additional map bosses so we can showcase the build. So, let's see. Oh, this is this Chimera map? I'm not sure. It's got the flower plant things. Yeah. Let's just follow this. Tougher mobs, we do drop our thingy. Okay, never mind. Look, it died from the ignite. Didn't have to do anything. There's a egg. There's someone here. This guy? This guy? Where is the exile? Over here? Is this guy? No. Is this guy? Where is this exile? Oh, actually, it's just a map boss. I forgot. 3 map bosses. Yeah, so it should be somewhere here. Wonder where he is. This thing? I have 6 of those. I'm not sure why they cost so much. This is the League Mechanic. Level 19! Nice! Actually, We need level 19 gem, yeah. Cool. 3 greater orbs, so although, yeah, we just take level 19 gem. So we drop the mortar. The mortar will clear everything. Look. Say goodbye to your screen, but it will clear everything. And we can drop curses as well. If it's a particularly tough boss, we can drop a curse. Must supposed to be somewhere here. $19. Do I have enough for 19? No, level 84, so I'm not even level 84 yet. Okay, so in a bit, I guess. Oh, that's the boss. So we drop this thing. Drop the curse. Okay, I'm lagging a bit there, I'm not sure why, but that's the first boss down. He was just hiding in the corner, funny enough. Let's find the next boss. There are 3 map bosses apparently. Which should we follow? Is this guy? I think we broke him. We broke him. Right, he's down. Should be one more somewhere. Keep searching. So if we're actually next to them, the res just die because of the close combat. Let's find more mud bosses. And now our moats are staying up most of the time. It's pretty nice. There's gonna be a boss here. Yeah, feels like there's a room here which should contain the boss. How do we get in there? I'm also running Herald of Thunder. Not sure if that's a good idea. I probably can run something else. Herald of Thunder. Oh, there's a boss room. Which one is this? Oh, this guy. Drop this thing. Drop a curse. Drop the oil. And then start going away. Now. There's the boss. Cool. I have room for one more. That's the boss. I think there should be one more map boss, which we will try to find. But it's pretty comfortable. We also got a bit of runic ward, so we avoid the one shots as well. There's one more rare here, so I'm just gonna try and get to this guy. Maybe this is the boss. It's on the other side of the wall though, so it's annoying. Maybe I should have used the checkpoint. Okay. Tier 9s are getting spicy. Also means the rewards are better. Oh wait, this is a boss. Cool. Maybe he was fire resistance or something. One more boss. Or one more rare, I should say. Again, this is not the most optimal setup, but it feels the best. Feels the nicest to play. Cool. I'm running all the rare modifiers to make the rares even spicier, so maybe that's why it's a bit harder. Yeah, that's tier 9, that's the build. I will showcase what the spell totem build looks like. We will be running EB plus Mind Over Matter, and the way we get rid of the costs of running EB would be running efficiency. If I have it somewhere here, efficiency plus this node means we're 70% less cost of skills, which is insane, right? 70% less cost of skills is insane. So that's the build setup. This is a tree. The links I'll show you very quickly. I've just got some auras, clarity, vitality. I've got short fuse. This is 30% less damage, but I feel like it's what we need to make it instant detonation. Elemental armament, cooldown recovery. There's an argument I can drop this for something else, but again, I really like the cooldown. Rage Forged, close combat. Conquer Effect is another one that we can try to use, but I like the AoE overlaps. I can also run multi-shot, so I get 5 grenades, but again, this is bugged at the moment. We should be getting +1 projectile. Maybe if I'm feeling spicy, I get another additional projectile, but this clears everything at the moment, so this feels pretty good. I'm running Rata's Assault, so I don't actually have to reload. I just roll and I can keep shooting. Every time I reload, every time I roll, I get reload. So that's nice. Galvanic Shards is just there because I used to run Galvanic Shards to well mapping. Flame Wall I don't actually need, but it's there if I need extra damage. But again, it's not really required. Might even drop this for something else. And LE Weakness if I need. And the Curse activation is pretty quick because I don't even have this quality yet. But yeah, 50% faster Curse activation is insane. Oil Grenade is also insane for the build. And Eternal Rage, obviously. Rage is really insane for the build. Rage adds a lot of damage. You can see without Rage, we're at 17. It drops. So after we lose our Rage, it drops down. So Rage is also pretty nice. If I have more Spirit, I can run another Aura, obviously. But I do need some of these things like Precision, Maim, Living Lightning. I need to run this. Auras. There's an argument to drop Herald of Thunder for something else, which I might do. But yeah, this is the build. Senior Crown. Thanks for watching. I'll put a POB in the link below. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.